Hey, man, y'all need to tune in immediately, right now. Stop everything that you're doing. Log on, Compton Mania. Follow Compton Mania. Tune in. Compton Mania. It's Hub City Dre. Yeah.
We are going to make an Haoommm intro right now. I heard there was a radio show that was really a podcast. We've been waiting patiently for the ratings skyrocket. See, radio show, but it's a podcast. Oh yes, but it's a podcast. Yes. But it's a podcast. Haoommm Radio, but it's a podcast. At Nate the producer, I am Davion. Good night.
Haoommm Radio. Haoommm Radio. But it's a podcast show.
Welcome to the Haoommm Show, brought to you by Compton Mania, and your host tonight, Showtime. Keep walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's the deal? I like that you walked it with me. Good. Get these steps in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Haoommm Radio Show. But it's a podcast show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special episode today. Compton. The city of Compton. Some people call it Bompton. Me, I call it Compton Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, and on this episode, we're going to bring to you something that defies the odds of what you think Compton is. See, Compton isn't just NWA, even though those are the godfathers. You know, it's not just gang-banging, robbing, drugs and all that, even though that is present. But there are some entrepreneurs. There are some gatekeepers, some people that are big all over the world that we never even mention. And we have up-and-coming people, people that really care. And before I introduce this amazing person, take a look at this clip. Oh.
Hi, Brandy. This is Christy with Children Thriving Together. How are you? I'm okay. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Could you come outside?
Christmas fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. And the Christmas, special Christmas for me. Presents and cards like my world is here with you and me.
So far, it's going really well. I think we did about 8 families so far, and we have a total of 10 families, and then we have 2 families that we're just gonna. We felt their story collectively as a group, so we're gonna be mailing them.
And this Christmas will be a special Christmas for me.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's awesome. I'm talking about people that's changing lives. And the person that I'm introducing to you today, she's not only the leader of the Power Legacy, that's her company, but also she's the lead of Children Striving Together. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Compton's own Christy McDaniel. Haoommm! See, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Christy McDaniel, what's the deal?
What's cracking?
Man, you know everything is cracking over here in the CPT. You
Oh
feel
no,
me?
don't do that.
Okay, I won't do that. But however, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Thank you for being on the show.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Now let's talk about Christy. Okay.
Yes.
Now you born and raised in Compton.
Yes.
Which parts?
Well, it would be considered, I guess, the west side.
West side.
Is that considered the west side? Central and Alondra. What side is that?
Central and Alondra.
I'm not really good
That's
with the
west
sides.
side.
Okay. This is
Super
the west
west side.
All right.
East side, I think, is on the other side of Willowbrook.
Okay.
If I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
not going to tell you what hood I grew up in because
You
you don't
could.
know that. But all right, if you want to know, I grew up in the swamps.
Okay.
Don't come for my people.
I'm not.
But yeah, Compton.
I mean, all that is Compton, though.
It
No
is.
matter what gangs you from, it's still Compton.
Right.
Like, I'm over there in the Palmer Blocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
right.
So Christy, let's talk about you growing up in Compton. Like, what is it like to be from Compton? Is there a stain that comes with that?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who we're talking to. So it can be a stain because Compton, drugs, gangbanging, killings, et cetera, et cetera. However, Compton is where people always want to be or want to know about or want to buy merchandise from or want to get a hat or want to claim they are from for whatever reason. So I think we're a small city in a small community, but very family oriented. Like my neighborhood, we were definitely family oriented. So A stain probably will, like I said, depends on who you're talking to. Because some people are like, oh, for real, you're from Compton? But then others are like, oh, do you see dead people on the street?
Put them in a coffin. No.
So it just depends. But I mean, I don't think that me being from Compton or talking about me being from Compton does anything negative to my image because I'm proud of where I'm from. So Compton all day.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, do you hear that? That's that Compton love. So another thing too, you growing up, I see like all the time on Instagram, social media, that you give props and love and respect to your grandfather and grandmother.
Hey.
Like, were they the ones that raised you?
Yeah, so let me correct, because I do talk about my grandparents, especially my grandfather, a little more, just because my adult life, I always like break it up into my child life and my adult life.
Right.
So my adult life, my grandmother had dementia, so she wasn't like involved like that. I mean, she was, but I remember her being sick or having dementia most of my adult life when I was actually making moves of who I am today. So I talk about my grandfather more, but my aunt is actually the third part to that triangle. So I was raised by my grandparents and my aunt collectively.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what you don't mind me asking, like the dynamic with your mother and father?
So my mom was on drugs, and I know this is a story that if she watches, she probably would be like, why are you telling people that? But it's her story. And
what's your mom's name?
Her name is Kathy.
Kathy, don't feel bad. My mom was on drugs too. Like, don't even trip. Like, we all go through different things. This is just a story.
Yeah, and it's where you are now. It doesn't, like, we all go through things. But, so she was on drugs. Kathy Carter. I won't say my whole life because it hasn't been 34 years of her being on drugs. But up until maybe I was about 25, she was on drugs. And then she got clean and all that good stuff. So she is doing really, really well right now. I will say that. However, she did not take any type of participation or had any effect on me growing up. It was always my grandparents. So she didn't raise me. She came in and out kind of thing to say, hey, we knew that she was my mother, but we also knew, me and my sisters knew that, you know, she was on drugs. And we were okay with that. Not that she was on drugs, we were okay with her not being present because of the presence I had with my grandparents and my aunt.
Did that like dynamic affect you? Not even affect you in a bad way, but did that like later on be one of the reasons why you started Children Striving Together? Actually,
no. So it did have an effect in a way where I'm like, I'd never do drugs. It had that kind of effect, like, I'm not smoking no weed. I'm not trying nothing. You're not about to get me in no party, like on the low. Like, I'm not doing any of that. So it did affect me in that way because I knew what I didn't want to grow up into. And then I'm kind of afraid because I'm like, dang, is this something that is it addictive? Meaning, if I start smoking weed or if I start popping pills or whatever, would I get addicted to it? And I don't know that.
Ladies and gentlemen?
Y'all don't know.
Hold on one second. Now, we're going to continue this, but we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Man, I need some promotion. He needs some promotion. Promotion? Promotion, yeah, man. All right, come over here. B&L did it. Okay. You got it. B&L did it.
Oh, that's funny, but you ain't going to do it? Bougie!
Maybe, just a little bit. No, but yeah, so going back to my mom and my grandparents, again, it just made me want to know what I don't want to do in life and how I want to be better than what she was. But then also like taking into consideration like my grandparents and how like they basically put me and my sisters in Catholic school. Because my grandfather felt like I did all these things for your mom. Because my mom was a model. She was an actress. She was in the old, very first Dr. Dolittle.
Wow.
So she did all that. And so he felt like, I did all this stuff for you. You was a gorgeous woman. Because my mom was bomb back in the day. And so if I do this same thing, where is it going to lead you guys? So he did something different. He didn't put us in public school. He put us in Catholic school. He didn't let me do anything. Like, it was no parties, no clubbing, not clubbing, but no parties, no dances at the school. It was just only the 12th grade activities that I got to do because I was like sheltered that way. Right. And then as I became older and you saw what I did, then my younger sisters he was a little more open. Right. So, yeah.
That's pretty dope. So what was the birth of CST?
So it's funny because first I was always involved in church, always, still am.
Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord. So I've always been involved with church, and so I was over my children's ministry. So I thought I wanted to be like a pediatrician when I was growing up, but I don't like blood or needles or the smell of a hospital, literally. So that was Compton right there. Yeah, that wasn't it. Then I was like social work, which that's true. Like that's what I wanted to go. That's what I was at Cal State Long Beach for, social work. So I was volunteering. I'm like, man, I need to volunteer for somebody. So I started volunteering for Big Brother, Big Sister, this group home, Aviva, who they do a whole lot of stuff now. And once I was volunteering, I'm like, dang, I want to like do my own thing. Like, I don't want to just, because they cool over here and they cool over here, but I want to merge it and do it my way. That's what I wanted to do. So I remember exactly how this happened. So it was more so, I saw like, I was raised by grandparents and I didn't have like designer this and all of that, but I had anything that I needed, my grandparents made sure I had. But then there was people that lived in mother and father, so both parents in a household or single parent homes, or they had more than me, but some of them didn't have as much as me. And I'm like, dang, I wonder if we could bring back some of these skills, which I always would think of, wood shop, home economics, all those kind of things. If we could bring that kind of stuff back, where would our youth be? Because, let's just be honest, everybody is not going to college.
Oh my God.
And everybody that is going to college is not graduating from college. So what do we do when people want to graduate, want to go to college, but they have to take care of their mother or their father or their siblings or whatever? What skills do they now have? Because yeah, we get the basic math and English and learn how to write a paper, but do we know how to actually have proper life skills just in case, right? So I was driving on the 105 freeway, 105. Literally, all right, going east because I was going home, and something came over me like, girl, you need to go to the library and figure out how to start a nonprofit. Wow. Like literally, I promise you that.
And when you say that, like when you had that feeling on the 105, because I've had many feelings like that. Like explain to people what that feeling is, because it's like we have all kind of thoughts that go on in our mind, but when you have that situation that's like, yo, go to the library right now and do this. What is that? Like, because oh my God. It's
God. For me, that's what it is for me. I don't know if anyone is spiritual, and if they're not, that's watching, I respect it, but I'm spiritual. So before, I didn't know, honestly, I didn't know what it was back then. I now know, like, that's how God talks to me in ways that I think is my subconscious, but it be him, especially when it's positive. So, but what that feeling is, it feels like it's something that you have to do, almost like, you know, if you do something, what it could possibly result to, and you kind of like not trying to do it, you like kind of going at war with yourself in a bit. It's something like that. So it was like, go to the library, not the internet, not Google, like none of that. Go to the library, get these books, because nonprofits are foundational. They've been here forever. So that means that whatever is being put into these on the internet is opinions. I always look at it like opinions are always good for conversations and sometimes to figure things out, but I need some facts. So let me go to the library. I literally had like 10 books that I checked out literally on my table, and I just started reading and understanding and figuring it out. I did some little trickery work, meaning I called LegalZoom and I acted as if I was about to pay for their services because they were expensive.
Can you act that out real quick? How did it go?
How did it go? When I called?
Yeah, how did it go?
Okay, so I'm me? Who am I? Am I me? Okay.
I'll be the other.
So you're a LegalZoom. So you act like you just call, I'm calling. So the phone rings and you answer as the agent. Okay. All right, let's go. It's ringing.
Hello, this is Compton Mania Zoom.
Hey, so this is Christy. I'm calling you because I'm interested in starting a nonprofit, and I wanted to get you guys' services. So I needed to know, what paperwork do I need to provide to you, or you need to provide to me to get started?
I don't even know. Continue to tell the story.
Boom. So, right, you told me. Oh, I need what? Statement of information, articles of incorporation, bylaws. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So let me write all this stuff down, and then I'm going to call you back. But I'm not calling you back because I'm about to go find it myself. I'm not about to pay you whatever it is. I'm going to do it myself. So basically, that's what I did. So did the paperwork, processed it, and called my friend, who actually, I always talk about him because even though it was as small as him helping me find someone to do this logo, it was like the birth of it. So DJ Head, I'm pretty sure you guys know him, who's a DJ for 92.3.
DJ Head for 92.3.
Yes. He is the one, like, we used to always talk back and forth about, like, our dreams and accomplishments and what we want to do. And we both worked at AAA. We both got fired from AAA. So, yeah, he helped me get my logo. So when I first saw it, I started crying because I was like, what? I got a business. Mind you, all I had was a logo. I didn't have nothing, just a logo. And it's so funny, the name. So the name is important. Let me tell you why.
Break it down.
So it was supposed to be called Youth Striving Together. But I forgot that's what I said. So when I sent in the paperwork, I wrote Children Striving Together. And I was like, dang, I want to change this because I don't want people to think that this is for little kids because it says children. But then I start thinking different, like, well, we all are children in some form. It doesn't matter how old you are. We're all children. So then I showed my grandfather. I'm like, Granddaddy, look, I'm starting my nonprofit. This is the name. Look at this. He was like, oh, that stands for, I know why you did that name. I'm like, why? He was like, because your sisters. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, well, the C is for Christy, the S is for Sabrina, which is my middle sister, and the T is for Taylor, which is my baby sister, and it's in order. I was like, Granddaddy, no, but that's going to be a part of my story. So it's like divine intervention. Like,
and all them three little kids, them all y'all.
Yeah, that's all us. All three of us.
And that shows you too, like, when you're doing a business, like, you're not just doing a business for you and yourself. That business also stands on the backs of everybody that got you to that level. Now, we're going to continue with Christy, but also I'm going to show you this other video where she's giving away backpacks and stuff. Check this out.
Hey guys, it's Christy, founder of Children Striving Together. And as you can see, I have a mask on. Today is our back to school giveaway, but we are doing the drive-by edition due to the corona, due to the pandemic that we are in. So we currently have all of our people that have registered for the event and that just want to get a backpack driving through this parking lot here, and they're going to make their way to the end, and we are going to receive backpacks for everyone as long as they are between the ages of kindergarten through 12th grade, ages 5 through 18. They will receive a backpack. The child must be present, must wear your mask. So let's get inside this event.
Boss Baby is here. Haoommm! She still doesn't do it. But yeah, let's also talk about how that also spiraled into the Power Legacy.
All right.
Strong.
Yeah. So basically, so CST, so it's been here for 7 years now. So yeah. So
Congratulations. Yeah, you hear that, fans? Yeah. Keep going.
Right. Yeah. So March 18th, 2013, CST was born. So, boom, moving on right along. So now we're in 2020, and like maybe my 4th year into having CST, people used to always ask me like, well, how did you do it? And how do you start it? So I used to just do it. Like, oh, you need me to do your paperwork? Oh, I got you. Like, I'll do it. Oh, no cost. No cost.
Wow.
That was crazy. So basically, I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, no cost. So last year in May, I was laid off my job. I was working at St. Joseph Health, and the company was downsizing, because not really downsizing, expanding, but it was merging with another company. So then I started doing like little temp jobs here and there, but I'm like, man, this is
I
dumb.
hate temp jobs.
Yeah, like I didn't like any of them. Nothing. I didn't even want to be at a job. So I'm like, you know what? No, let me do the Power Legacy. So I thought I was trying to figure.
How'd you come up with that name?
First of all, the name was crazy because the first name was dumb.
What was
dumb.
the first name?
Man, I'm so embarrassed. It was called Pin Up. Stupid.
That sounds like some sex, like some magazine pinup.
Bye. Anyway,
16
it was
years
called
old, you
Pin
Google
Up
that.
because I was trying to make the word, the letters, and make sure it go into the word.
Right.
Anyway, it was done. So anyway, one day I was at church.
Hallelujah.
And the preacher, I was actually at Greater Zion. So shout out to Michael Fisher, because I was actually at their church visiting.
Wow.
I'm not a member, but I was visiting. And he kept talking about power, the power, the power. That's what he kept talking about. And I'm like, if this man say power one more time, I think that this is telling me something. So then he did, and then I was like, I got it. It's the Power Legacy, because you all, in order for you, so your business is always going to be your legacy, because it's something that you want to leave behind, either to children, to your family, maybe your dog, you know, for you pet lovers out there, because people will leave their dog and put them on a wheel. I don't even know why, but they do that. So, yeah, so you always going to leave a legacy behind, but in order for you to ignite it, for it to work, you have to put power into it.
Straight up.
So the Power Legacy, boom. So that's how I got the name. So I started doing that full time since last year. And the reason why I really, really wanted to do it was, first I was doing everything. I was doing the nonprofits, the for-profits, the grant writing, business plans, all this stuff. I don't do business plans anymore because I don't enjoy doing it. And you should never, ever, ever, ever do anything that you don't enjoy doing, because it waters it down. You should never, ever, ever do anything you do not enjoy doing, because it becomes watered down. You're not going to give you the best if you don't like doing it, because it's kind of like, oh my God, here we go. But something you love and you enjoy doing it, you're going to be so passionate about it. You're going to, there's not going to be like a reason for you not to. So I started niching down. I started investing in like coaching programs and things of that nature. And now I still, of course, help people with their LLCs, but my main signature focus is nonprofits, because I remember how it was for me being a beginner, not knowing where to go, who to talk to. I don't have all this money to pay and all this kind of stuff. So I want to help beginners, because if I was to be able to do it right from day one, I wouldn't have been learning a lot of things, what I like to call trial by fire. It's like you tried it, it didn't work, you keep going through that. But if I was to be able to have some type of guidance and assistance from day one, not to say it's going to all work on day one, but I would be in a better position to actually move in my nonprofit the way I should. So that's why the Power Legacy is here.
And that's really dope, because both situations seeming like you come in, there's a need, you meet one need, which is children striving together. Then on the other side, you meet other people that want to do business. You start the Power Legacy. You wind up reaching another need, and that's one of the biggest reasons why people are successful, because they see that there's a problem and they become part of the solution.
Exactly.
Now, the question that I want to ask is, what do you want people to specifically know about you that people probably wouldn't get to know unless they knew you?
Because I do. If you don't know me and you just like saw me standing in the room, I have a resting face.
You can say
literally.
It.
I just don't want to.
Okay, you ain't got to.
I have that face, so people really think sometimes that I'm mean and I'm like not approachable and things like that. But I think it's just my facial expression. But what I want people to know about me, besides the fact that I love food, okay, so bring some food. I won't do anything. Let me not say that. But I got you if you could bring me a plate of something good. But no, for real though, what I really want people to know about me is that I'm really truly a giver. Right. And I really, really want my people to succeed in life. Like that really, like it doesn't matter if I never got a grant ever. Like literally, if I wrote a grant for you and you got money for your business, that is gonna like make my whole day versus me. So like I'm really 100% not a selfish person. I know sometimes we have to be selfish, but in my business, that is what like makes me thrive. That's what like makes me go, knowing that I was able to help and assist someone, have a better outcome for themselves. So that's something that I want people to really know and like really know like that's where my heart is. Like forget all the rumors, forget what people say about me. If there are any out there, it may be, people always got something to say. Haters gonna always hate. But no, seriously, like that's something that I really want people to know about me. Like I'm really, truly, and genuinely a giver, and that's what I enjoy doing. So, yeah. And
one last question. What is next?
What is next
for Christy?
So next, because I'm in this coaching program right now, honestly, next is implementing my Legacy Academy. So that's what I'm literally coaching on a weekly basis with 2 different coaches, because the Legacy Academy is going to help entrepreneurs from a beginner level, even at intermediate level, and an expert level, because we're always learning. There's always something that we can learn and obtain. So that's what's next. That's what's in the making. I'm working really, really hard on perfecting that. And of course, it's going to grow and become amazing over time. There's no rush on it, but it is coming. So don't try to take my name either, because it's already trademarked.
And where you from?
Compton.
Oh, Compton Mania.
Big C's, not the little one.
Don't be gangbanging though. Listen.
I'm not gangbanging.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close you out with a dope performance. A Haoommm worthy performance. Haoommm!
Hard in the ride, get to the side. I'm killing this game like it's Fortnite. Watching the sun kiss the moonlight. See, you nourish me like a warm pie, captivating like a zeitgeist, taking me to another time. So I waited, you already had me there, and I'll take it down. You already know what's next. Skies are closing, and I'm craving your blunder. Carving is closer tonight. You're my eternal demise. You're my late night in delight. I know it's right. Yeah. You got me urged like a high chair. Shall take you back like it's so fair. Between you to the sun clear. And now wait out. You already had me there. So I'll take it down. You already know the rest. Baby, don't let me go.
this right here. Welcome to Haoommm After Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show. That's my wrestling voice. I'm trying to be like Desiree. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where you can find Christy.
Hey guys, so I need you guys to, of course, follow me. So my Instagram is Children Striving Together, exactly how it sounds. And definitely follow the Power Legacy, because if you are a business owner or trying to become one, you're going to want to follow. So it's _ the Power Legacy, exactly how it sounds.
Until next time, motherfuckers.
Haoommm Radio. Haoommm Radio. But it's a podcast show.